Hi, this is Sean from Sean.blog, and we're continuing our look at the new Diigo 4.0, this time taking a quick look at how bookmarking and annotation work in Diigo for those who aren't too familiar with it. I'm going to be using Chrome and the Diigo Bookmarklet as an example. I'll try and record a video later on that uses the Diigo toolbar inside of Firefox or Internet Explorer, because the user interface there and the user experience there is quite a bit different than using just the Diigolet or the Bookmarklet that comes for Diigo. So here I am on Google News. I'm looking around. I see this Google Wave article. Google Wave's getting ready to come out with an invite for 100,000 people. Hope I'm one of them. So I'm here, I'm looking at this eWeek article, and it comes up here, and I decide that this is something that I'm going to want to save. I'm looking through it, looks pretty interesting. So I come up here to my Diigolet Bookmarklet. That's going to load up. And log me in. And from here, I can actually come in and bookmark this page. And I can give it a tag. So in this case, maybe I'll go ahead and tag it as Google Wave. I've got that there. One of the nice enhancements in the 4.0 with the Diigolet is now when I try and add a bookmark, a tag that's got more than one word, it actually encloses it in quotes for me correctly when I select it from the list. That's not something it used to do. So I'll go ahead and just give this a generic Google tag as well. I could add it to a list. I could share it to a group here if I wanted to. I don't think I have a Chrome group. I can give it a description, whatever I want to do, click save, and now that bookmark is stored on Diigo up on the internet, so I can get to it from anywhere. But what Diigo really shines at is not so much just bookmarking, but it's the fact that I can actually come into this page, and if I can get rid of all the pop-ups, I can actually come into this page, and if I see a particular quote that I like, or a particular part of the article that I like, maybe that part, I can highlight it, and as long as my Diigolet is running, I get the option to actually highlight that part. And now that annotation is stored inside of Diigo. And if I want to, I can add a sticky note, and I'll move that off to the side here, and I can make the sticky note private or public, or share it just to one of my groups. But I could say, maybe just interesting, or whatever I want. I could put a comment in there, something that reminds me of why I thought that was interesting, or in some cases I've used the comment feature to add links to other resources. One of the things that I really like doing is if I see a word on a page and I don't know what it means, and I look it up, I'll actually highlight that word and then add the definition directly to that page, so that when I come back to it later, I know that I've looked that word up before and I can remember what the definition was. So that's kind of, something that you can do with it. So there it is, and I can hover over this to see that sticky note whenever I want to. If I come back over here to my library, I can refresh, and here's that article that I just saved with my tags. I can expand it out, and here's what I highlighted and my comment. And from here, I can go ahead and remove things if I need to. So it works pretty well. If I want to, I can click my Google Wave tag here, and brings me out and shows me all of my bookmarks related to Google Wave. Various lists on Google or on Diigo that relate to it, and so on. So once you get in and start working with this, using the bookmarking tools are a great way to both save things and get back to them, but also great ways to sort of discover new information that you may not have seen before. Alright, well that's the last video we're going to be taking a look at for Diigo 4.0. I hope you enjoyed them, and I hope you get a chance to sign up for and use the new Diigo. You can get to it at www.diigo.com and sign up for an account. And if you do, go ahead and shoot me a message and say hi and let me know that you watched the video, and we'll see you on Diigo.